keeping it a little low key. Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to just very sort of short notice going live Sunday bonus stream, continuing on with what we've been doing. Just because I want to keep going whilst it's all fresh in my head. Pretty much is just extra bonus. I know SGDQ has now started. None of the runs this evening particularly interest me. And I'm sure there's others out there who aren't as fast, but so it's probably going to be a lot quieter, a lot more low key. That's fine. See how we get on. See if we can get that Foxhound Rank.
Yeah, we did it.
Hello. All right, I'm just gonna jump straight into it, really. We're starting later than I normally would. Probably gonna end sooner than I usually would as well. I'm not planning on this bit unless I really get into it or something. It's just once again simply Heidi's still away. She's not back till tomorrow. Alex is already asleep. I've really got nothing better to do this evening than and this is kind of what I want to do. I want to. Whilst I've still got a lot of this fresh in my head, I just want to keep going. Because the worst thing I'm going to do is like take a break and come back to it like after a week of not doing it and be like, oh, well, I've forgotten everything. So, yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two.
Despite the fact that we're starting 35 minutes later than I normally would do. Probably still starting the first run sooner than I normally would do. Yeah, cool to see GDQ started. Say it's GDQ's always been different for me ever since I went. It's been a lot trickier to for me personally, a lot trickier to sort of really be able to enjoy it, knowing what I'm missing out on. And also there is still it is jealousy. I'm not gonna try and hide it. It is jealousy that America has this amazing thing that we just don't have anything anywhere near of in the UK or Europe, and I really don't count ESA when it comes to that. So yeah, I've never been able to enjoy I still enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy GDQ, I do still tune in, but I've never been able to enjoy it quite as much since I went, which seems kind of counterproductive. Oh, that's who ESA raised money for, I want to say. GDQ's partner program or ambassador program or whatever they called it in the end, where they basically got a bunch of streamers together to like do fundraising and pre-show hype. That's raised like $32,000 already, so they're off to like a flying start, which is really cool to see. I have no idea. What's... Something went a bit wrong there. That's fine. Mr. Onion Pudding. A taco? I'm still drawing blanks here. The main thing that I understand with the ESA is they made all these promises for changes following all the safety issues and nothing's happened. Like the lead organizer said they were going to step down and they haven't. Oh, an FF speed. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know much about Final Fantasy speedrunning. I don't know much about Final Fantasy full stop. My time with Final Fantasy is very, very limited. Played about an hour of FF7. Played an hour or two of, I want to say 13. I think 13 is the correct number I'm thinking of. And I played a few hours of 14 because 14's online. I think I've got those correct. $11 and 14 are MMORPGs. Yeah, I played about an hour of 13 and about an hour or so of 14. I do remember spinning up a character on 14 online for a little bit. And my problem with Final Fantasy 14 online is the same problem I have with every MMO online. MMOs are incredibly dull and boring until you get to the end game stuff. And I had a max level WoW character once. Very, very long time ago. Oh, and when I say once, I literally mean once. I only ever had one WoW character. Max out. I think altogether I've probably had 3, maybe 4 WoW characters. Only ever got to max level with 1. Same with Guild Wars 2. I had 2 or 3. Oh, bum! I completely forgot what I was doing there. Completely forgot what I was doing. Yeah, Guild Wars I've had like 2 or 3 characters. Guild Wars 2 or 3 characters. Only ever maxed 1. I think that's it for MMOs. Can't think of any other MMOs I ever really got into. I liked Guild Wars 2. I was much more into Guild Wars 2 for like the exploration and stuff. Like my main character on Guild Wars 2, I completed at the time. It's probably changed since then. I did complete every single jumping puzzle on. Because like exploration is the thing that I really like the most in MMOs. The problem with missions is it's always the same. It's always, you know, oh, go out and kill 5 of these enemies and then come back and then go out and kill another 10 of these enemies and make sure you collect these items from them and then come back. I did try I tried Elder Scrolls Online. I had one like really decent play session with a mate. And that was it. Then went back to it. Yeah, that was the only thing with Guild Wars 2 is you are very it's very, very limiting to what you can actually do. It's all down to your weapons. So your skills are based on which two weapons you wield. Oh, I picked up some bug juice. Don't usually pick that up. That is true though. Oh yeah, it's still very limiting, but you can create some interesting combos. I can't remember. I can't actually remember what my character was. I think it was I think it was a ranger or an archer, or they used a bow. they used a bow, and it was one of the little. I want to say Mesmer, but I feel like Mesmer might have been one of the classes, not one of the races. But the race that I was one of the little creatures. My main in. I don't know why I decided to do that. I had that all perfect and decided to slow it right down. I cannot remember for the life of me what I tried in Elder Scrolls Online. I remember my main in WoW was a druid. Was it a shaman? Was it the I could transform into a wolf at will. I remember that much. I might have been a bear. I can't remember. I'd have to go and check. I think it was a druid because I'm pretty sure depending on exactly which build I took, I could do all three roles. I'm pretty sure I could, if I wanted to, take any of the roles. I think I'd almost certainly end up being tank or healer. I don't remember. My problem with WoW at that point was that you have to be absolutely dedicated to it. I just couldn't keep up with my friends because my friends would get home from work and they would be straight onto WoW and they would be playing WoW for 5 or 6 hours in an evening, and I'd be like, yeah, I want to play some WoW this evening, but probably only for an hour or so. Then I want to play some League and I want to play some Dead by Daylight and I want to do some other stuff as well. I discovered very quickly at that point, once I reached endgame, that, oh yeah, if you're going to do this, you have to do this. This is all you do. I was like, nah, that's not for me. Maybe it was a shaman then. I think it was a shaman because it was like I turned into a wolf for movement speed. Just for general traversal. I could be wrong. Turns back. Oh. Go, snake, go. was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy it. It was I got into it during it's during one of the expansions. I can't bloody remember for the life of me what expansion it was. No, it was no, way later than Lich King. I think it might have been the one either before or after Draenor. After Cataclysm. I'll know it when I say, if you name it, I'll know it. Because I'll recognize the name of it. I remember it introduced a new class. It was something like Demon Hunter or something. Legion. It was Legion.
Just my imagination.
Oh. That was a little sketchy.
Where did that come from?
Shit, where is he? He's there. I can still... No! Damn it. Yeah, that was, my positioning at the door to throw the stun grenade wasn't quite right. As you can see, we are starting on the bust. Also, hi, Homewood. Sorry, I kind of completely ignored your hi, Nick message. Hi. Oh, I might need to go for a break and use the loo before we continue. Don't really want to get caught short partway through a run. Yeah, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna quickly pop to the loo. Because I don't want to get halfway through and be like, right, we're gonna have to pause. Because you can't pause in one of these. So yeah, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back shortly. Sorry about that, folks. It was definitely necessary. All right, let's pick up where we left off, which was right at the start because we had to reset again. Yes, welcome back, everybody. If you stuck around for, I'm assuming that break was longer than maybe it was originally intended. Yeah. Something didn't agree with me.
After the end
That's
of
all the
World War
information
II,
I'll give.
The world was split into two.
Anyway,
East and West.
Let's keep
This
going.
marked the
Try and
beginning
hit
of the
Foxhound.
era called the Cold War.
Attempt number 3. Yeah, Deagle's still here. Well done, buddy. Yay! Originally, I didn't know. Oh. Looks like I need to check streamer bot. See if we've got something stuck. Yeah, I don't usually stream Saturdays and Sundays. I bet it's probably queued and it'll come up because we have already had like alert came up earlier and stuff like that. So there's probably just a queue or something. I do hope some of this is going to get fixed with the some of this is going to get fixed with the new the next update for StreamerBot. But yeah, I wouldn't stream both Saturday and Sunday, but it really is. I've got nothing better to do. Tonight, Alex is asleep. Heidi's still in the Isle of Wight. She gets back tomorrow night. I can either sit on my computer and do whatever. To be fair, I could be working on Speedrun Tours UK guides because that's kind of the big thing that's holding it back from anything at the moment. From like holding it back from release, but I can't be asked. I've put so much work into it, and it's kind of nice taking a little bit of a break from it. Also, I've got a couple of events who have got some builds of it at the moment and are working on stuff. One of them's already said that they've got quite a long list of bug fixes and suggestions that they're going to come back to me with. So I'm kind of holding off until I get that to then sort of decide what I do next and, where stuff goes from there. Actually, they already gave me one of them, which I could already start working on. Stepped a bit too far forwards. Which at the moment, the commentator area is fully dynamic depending on how many commentators you've got. So if you've got 0 commentators, or if you've got 1 commentator or 2 commentators, the area will the space will change and it will remove commentator boxes depending on how many you've got. The one thing that doesn't change is whether or not you've got a host, which I hadn't considered because every marathon I've done, there's always been a host. But they suggested, because the way we've got things working, we don't necessarily have a dedicated host for every single run. So dropping host, it might not be a bad idea. Considering one of the other projects that I've got coming up, that I'm bringing Speedrun Tools UK to it, but I'm also directly working on that project. There's kind of a chance that we're not going to have hosts for that either. Or at least not named on stream as hosts. We'll name them on stream as commentators, but one of them will be sort of doing host duties. One of them will be doing background tech stuff. They're just also commentating at the same time. Because it's kind of low key and you don't need all of those people. So yeah, having the host area be able to disappear is probably not a bad idea to put in place anyway. And it should be really easy to do because you just treat it exactly the same way. The host area on the thing is just treated as another commentator anyway. It just doesn't have anything to make it disappear if the host isn't there. Yeah, once I get that list from that team with their suggestions and recommendations, then that's where I'll sort of really get back into finishing the package off, getting everything up to date with all the tutorials and stuff, and hopefully start working out a time to release it. That was no one. No one to concern your little faces over. Right, into Donanovanon. Yeah, gonna do the safety strat. Stand here. Wait for this guards.
Liquid!
Hey, there it is. See, told you it'd be in a queue.
Did you like my sunglasses?
Down. He's turning back.
You point a weapon at your own brother?
Hopefully that's it now. Everything else should come through. $5 So that should be it. Everything out that should have now fixed the queue. Come on, Nick. There we go. That was instant, so So anything with GDQ being on this week, like nothing now, everything comes to a standstill. Like nothing is happening anywhere. No one's doing anything because everyone's either at GDQ or other people are at GDQ, so they can't do anything. That's certainly the state I'm in. Most of the projects that I'm working on or working alongside, the people who are working on them are all at GDQ, so there's nothing for me to do until they get back and give me more information. It's actually really difficult with Preventathon for that. Preventathon happened the weekend after Flame Fatales. And we had our chief organizer for Preventathon was at Flame Fatales, as was a few other people. So again, like the week and the weekend before Preventathon 5, not a lot happened because people were away and the people who made decisions weren't really around to do much. Now, thankfully, we'd already gotten quite a lot of stuff done, and we were very close to being just ready to go anyway. But it's always kind of tricky. I've been quite bad at that in the past. Where I'll start there. Heidi complains at me about it all the time. That I start. Whoops! I didn't roll. I start so many different things and never finish them. Or just sort of give up. You know, few years ago, I started Desert Zone Discs, which was a music podcast. That ran for a few episodes and then died. I've still got a full Keratin tutorial script written, and some bits of video were made, but I never got very far with it. But yeah, I stream both at the same time. Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. What? Why? What? Why did I get spotted there? That doesn't make any sense. That I never get spotted there. We are on, for tonight at least, we are on Foxhound or Bust. Unless we go, it's pretty much unless I get to the end, as in the end boss fight, and I'm on a massive, and I'm in the green. At that point, I'm going to keep going. The furthest I've gotten so far in a single run is Warehouse 2. So I'd at least like to try and get to Warehouse 2.
East and west. This marked the beginning of the
I don't understand how I got spotted there. Oh wow, that's an interesting idea. So you'll be on your PC in your bedroom, but the actual PC itself will be in the other room. It's an interesting idea. I can't really troubleshoot what went wrong in that room. As far as I'm aware, unless I was slightly too far to the right or something. Like everything I did in that room is the same as what I'd usually do. I don't know. No, not a camouflage. There's no specific camouflage for that room. That's better. Been messing up this room.
Come in, HQ. Patrol here.
That's much better. That's exactly how that room's supposed to go. Take him out. Two shots on that guy. Safety strat here. Lovely. At least now I can seemingly do the virtuous mission without any problems. It's just that one safety strat that just makes it 100% consistent. Oh. Helps if I start skipping cutscene, doesn't it? At least every time we redo it, we've got loading trick now. So, I just got to make sure I get a little bit further each time. Oh, excuse me. Want to play Delta? I want to play Delta, but I want to get Foxhound in this first. And he turns back. I'm so pleased with that room. I've always wanted to find a safer strat for that room. Well, if done right, the guy on the other side here at the north end doesn't even spot you if you do it quickly enough. All right, Ocelot unit. Already had one mess up with this today.
Just my imagination. Move! What? What?
Beautiful. Yep. Can't be sad with that. Approaching today's PB. Oh, Snake, what are you doing? If I get grabbed by that crocodile now, I'm going to be so pissed. Instant death if you're grabbed by a crocodile. All right, all we got to do is get through this room, and we have beaten today's PB. This is the furthest I've got so far today. Still in the greens as well. It's always good. There we go. See? I'm not sure what I did differently last time or whatever, but there we go. That's here's today. This is now today's best run. All right, Ocelot. No. Hopefully I can recover this. Oh. What? I freaking shot his hat off. In third person. That's amazing. I've never done that before. That was a good recovery on that fight. That could have gone really, really south. No, there is absolutely no RNG when it comes to guard placement in this game. The only RNG comes from bosses. Every room is completely fixed. So I'd never really considered this before. That's the same as Klonoa 2. Klonoa 2 is completely fixed until you get to bosses, and then it's an RNG fest. No, I did actually pick that up. All right, equip both. Take those because it could still save a PB later. This has all got to be. I don't have a lot of wiggle room here. No! Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. Okay, phase 1. Have I got any? I've got 1 grenade to get started with. This could still work. No. It's... Okay, well, that was a very bad pain fight, but we are still on Foxhound Rank. That was rough. That was very, very rough. But we're still going. Sometimes all it takes is just 1 reload glitch, which is where if you just don't quite get your quick reload animation timings correct, the gun jams. Essentially, it's a known glitch. It's more prevalent in some versions of the game than others. But basically, Snake just doesn't re-aim. And you have to like let go of square and push it again. And unfortunately in that fight, that is enough to lose a shot. Sucks. But at least we're still going. Make sure I definitely come up for air at the right time here. I do not have any room for error. And I just got a gold split, which is nice. Get out of my way, fishy. Did not have as much stamina, so could not swim anywhere near as far there. So that's that'll have been a time loss. Good, saved some time on that apparently. Alright. Perfect.
Come in, HQ. Control here. We found signs of enemy infiltration. Commence alert formation.
Okay. Good. We're doing okay. That was warehouse 1. Warehouse 2 is my current PB for losing Foxhound. As long as I can make it through the lab in one go, I'm out the other side, and then get warehouse 2 correct. Always a little worried about that guard. I've too many times I've like tried to shoot that guard slightly too early. Being very careful here. I really, really don't want to get electrocuted on the amount of health I've got left. Hey, Tom. Oops.
Not so fast. Not so fast.
Good. Oh. I bet it is. I've had another really nice day with Alex. Swimming lesson this morning went pretty well. We both had a nap this afternoon. Yeah, we had lunch. Put him down for his nap, and I'd put some washing on, mostly stuff that mostly stuff from that we'd worn swimming. I came downstairs, noticed that the washing machine still had 15 minutes to go, so I was like, I'll just lie on the sofa, watch some YouTube on my phone or something, whilst I wait for 15 minutes for the washing to finish. An hour and a half later, I wake up again, and was like, I probably need to go and do that now very quickly because I've got to go and get Alex up from his nap. You know, this rate, I sure am glad that I've got a new route for Warehouse 2, because I would not be able to roll over the edge and survive, I don't think, with this health. Shot him 3 times there because I wasn't sure if the first one hit the fence. All right, time for the fear. I have had some problems lately with the fear where he hasn't been hit by the stun grenade. But I think I know why. I think it's because I've revived too early. No, that time it happened again. And I think that was because, like, my grenade did anyone else notice that my grenade, like, disappeared? I should really, yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. No, he's just healed everything back up again. I don't know where ammo is. I'm dead. I am going to reset, but I need to just see what's going on here. Yeah, it's like the grenade like went behind the tree or something. So I need to absolutely make sure I throw it to the ground. Unfortunately, even now, this wouldn't be. We're not on PB pace either. That's the thing with this. Oh, that's still not enough to kill me, for God's sake. Oh, there's a pit trap here. So not quite. I haven't quite reached my best checkpoint by one room. Yeah, I didn't realize that the stun grenade can like completely whiff like that. It's only recently that that's been happening. It's very strange. All right, well, we start again. You only get one death pill in European Extreme. And fear is the only time we use it. Yeah. And if you try and use it twice during the same boss, the second time you use it, the boss doesn't fall for it.
This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
So it's not like if the death pill fails, if the stun grenade fails, I can then use the pill again to lure the fear back over and try again because yeah, he doesn't recognize it. But yeah, after the fight, obviously for resetting, I don't have a pill left. You only get the one. You do get one more later. I think when you get your equipment back from Eva, you get given one more. Which is why like you can't do the pain skip. Because it's just because you only have the one. The pain skip requires two. And then you'd want a third one for the fear. There's just no way of defeating the fear quickly without using a fake death pill. Yeah. I'm surprised there's never been any other strats developed. You can use a fake death pill for the end. If you're in a position, where the ends run away from you and he's getting away, and you need to stop him from getting away, then you can use a fake death pill to you can use a fake death pill to lure him back to you. That's the only other boss I can think of where the fake death pill can be useful. Well, there's that, but obviously we can't do that in a speedrun. The only boss I know of that you can't use it at all is the boss. She sees through it straight away. On every difficulty, you can't use it at all. I want safety strat. Well, it's because she helped develop the technique. Oh, pudding boxes. Thank you very much for the raids. Here it comes.
Send backup.
Alert! Incoming raid from Pudding Boxes with 9 raiders.
Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to you and your lovely raiders. Thank you. This is attempt number 4 already for this evening. Been streaming for a little over an hour. There was quite a large break in the middle of that. But I am on Foxhound or Bust at the moment, unless I'm on a really good PB pace and we're like halfway through the run. So yeah, so far this evening, every single time I have lost Foxhound rank, so basically either died or got an alert, got a game over, then it is restart the run from scratch. Because the intention is to try and finally get Foxhound rank in a single segment before Delta is released at the end of August. Because I've never done it in any game in the series. I have never gotten Foxhound / Big Boss in any game in the Metal Gear series. My best so far is 5 continues, which I got last night. Because I've still got a very hefty PB to get out of all of this as well. It's not just about Foxhound rank. I'll also massively improve my PB just by not getting so many deaths. So even if I do lose Foxhound rank, there is a chance I may continue if I feel like there's a good PB in it. But I won't really know that until after the end fight. That's really the kind of cut-off point. Once I beat the end and go up the ladder, that's when pretty much I'm determined to keep going. We've got a safety strat here in Dolinovodnar. We wait for this guard. Comes and stands there. He's going to look down. As soon as he starts looking back up again, we can go. Go kick his ass. Even want to go on the old CQC slams and then just go. Yep, didn't even get spotted by the other guard. It is slower. Way, way, way more consistent. We are approaching the first boss, the Oscillator units. Where game over if discovered still applies. It's the only boss fight that it does. Only boss fight where game over if discovered is still a thing for the fight. We're not allowed to get spotted by these guards either. So, start to turn around, equip the cardboard box, unequip the survival knife and the D-mic, and equip the MK22. Then shoot that guy anywhere but the head. Then shoot that guy anywhere, ideally the head, but it doesn't have to be. Same with that guy. Slightly faster if you can make these headshots, but they don't have to be. Hopefully that stuns all the guards in here. Perfect. Clean. Take that guy out. Now make sure that this guy in this corner is definitely down. Which is why it's better, if you can shoot him in the head, it's better to shoot him in the head because it's faster. You don't have to then take that shot as well. But you got to be fast. Take that guy out. And we're done. It's almost as though I was never here. Except I definitely was, because there's cutscenes where they know that I'm here. On very easy, you just take out all of the guards with two well-placed stun grenades. You throw one stun grenade immediately out the window, and that takes out 2 of them. And then you throw another stun grenade over the top of the building, and that takes out the other 5. Get rid of that leech straight away. We don't want our... we really don't want our stamina to be drained at this point in the game. Into Bolshire Pass South. We have had a reset in Bolshire Pass South today, which was kind of bizarre, but it was what it was. Mine the Claymore mines. Roll. There we go. As long as we get the guard going, then we're fine. Why? I know why. It's because the second shot missed. So it took 2 shots to distract the dog. It's still weird. I didn't think taking 2 shots would cause that much of a problem, but apparently it does. It's a very, very tough... It took me a very long time to learn Bolshire Pass South. It's a very, very tricky room when you're first learning it. All right, here we go again.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into 2.
I'm getting very good at the Virtuous mission.
This marked the beginning.
Virtuous mission, I've got down to a T. Ugh. Why does he have to stand in that exact spot to take that call? It doesn't matter where you drop down, he always has to move it into that exact spot to answer that call. It's weird. Very strange. First interaction with some guards. Take that guy out with a quick headshot. Take this guy out with a trank roll. Trank roll. And this guy we won't actually take out. We'll just roll through him. And then leave before he gets back up again. Trank roll this guard. And then quick headshot these 2. Distract that guard. Lovely. That was really nice. That was a really smooth Razvat. Take out that guy. Take out that guy with 2 shots. safety strat that guy. And nearly done with the Virtuous mission. Again. Like the 5th time today. Bow, 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 bow. So you probably didn't hear that because I have good suppressors on my mic, but my phone went off. Hey, Honor-Tunes. That is so... There's something really creepy about those 2 hand emotes on the frog. It just doesn't work for me. Just a bit... unsettling is the term I think I'd use. Yep. Snake. All right. Can't wait to shoot all those little buggers in Delta. It'll be so much fun. Shoot all of them, shoot all the geckos, get all the secret tapes. So I guess the next question is would there be separate categories for them? Would we do a all keratins category, an all geckos category, and then an all geckos and keratins category? From my understanding, so don't hold this as gospel, this is what I've been led to believe. To my understanding, Secret Theatre returns in Delta, but in order to unlock them, they're not unlocked from the start. In order to unlock them, you have to get them from certain guards, and you shake the guards down. The same way you get a dog tag. You shake them down, and certain guards will have these secret tapes on them. It is also my understanding that the Secret Theatre is still the original Secret Theatre as well. None of the videos have been redone. They're all the exact same original recordings in the old PS2 version of the game. Again, this is all from what I've been led to believe. Don't hold this as 100% gospel. I could be wrong, but this is what I've been told from other people. So what I'm basically trying to say is my sources, don't trust me, bro. I could be full of shit. Ooh. Mark 22. Shoot that guy anywhere but the head. Shoot the next 2 guys, ideally in the head, but it doesn't actually matter. But actually, this guard, it really doesn't matter. Oh shit, that guy is still... I think that guy's... Yeah, that guy's already down. That was a little messy, but we did all right. We're through. We're through without getting caught and no continues. So that's the important thing. I do love that fight. I think it's one of the best boss fights in the series. Ah, we got the little cutscene. Boo! Ah, I've got to roll again. I'm pushing my luck with when I roll. And screwing it up. Oh, look at that time loss. Right. Come on, Bolshoi Pass South. Come on, please. I've reset twice already today in this room. Let's not have a third. That should be fine. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I think it's one of the best. All right, we are past today's hell. That's correct. If on this version of the game, at least, there are other versions of the game, where running into a fence with a cardboard box will damage you. Good.
Not bad, eh?
Ow, what? That extra shot that I took was not very pleasant, but apart from that, that was fine. Rex versus Ray is a great fight. I mean, most of the Metal Gear Solid 4 fights kind of have nostalgia built into them. I mean, the final fight atop Arsenal Gear against Ocelot is just beautiful. Very, very well designed fight. All right, next choke point, the pain. Let's get some grenades up in that shit. I do still try and grab the life meds. We're not allowed to use life meds for Foxhound, but if it can save me a PB later, then I will do it. Good start. Very good first phase. Thing with the second phase is if you can do it in just one. is if you can do it in just one grenade, which obviously I haven't because I completely screwed that up. Right. Shit. Okay, this has gone a little astray. What we don't want is him to get his Tommy gun out. What we want actually is a smoke grenade. Don't know how to actually get rid of these. Much. Okay. That was again another really bad pain fight, but we got through it. So we take those if we can get them. At the end of the day, it's a pain fight where I got out the other side. That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Thanks, Deagle. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, there it is. Now we all know. That's what we're fighting for. What do we want? A rank worth fighting for. It is worth noting there's a couple of extra things we're doing that aren't 100% necessary. One is we're doing it single segment. You are allowed to save up to 25 times, but because this is a speed run, we do single segment. You can also do it on extreme difficulty. You don't have to do it on European extreme, but considering one of the requirements is no alerts, then you might as well do it on European extreme. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. It is easier, but it doesn't make a huge difference. Quick headshot on that guy. Blast. Takes out all of the guards. With kills that are not attributed to Snake, those are environmental kills, so they do not count towards his final kill count. And we do a nice chunk of damage to the end, which is going to make the end fight a little easier. We need plenty of ammo here. Stun grenades. Oh. That wasn't quite where I wanted to go, but oh well. Desperately need these. And into Warehouse 1. Cool. That was not quite, the roll was a little off there, but it's fine. It all worked in the end. Take out that guy for safety. Get around that corner quick before the guard gets up. Phew. Okay. Grenina Gorky Lab kind of goes the same every time. There's you can mess up, but it's quite difficult to mess up. The biggest chance I've got of messing up actually is accidentally shooting that guard too early. There have been times where I've taken a continue because I've tried to shoot that guard and I've just shot before he moves into headshot range. So I like shoot past him instead. But the actual lab itself, partly because we got the scientist costume, it's actually quite difficult to get a continue. It's all pretty straightforwards.
Running away, huh?
Straightforwards. Hate that camera transition. As long as you get out of that scientist's field of view quickly enough, there's no problem. Ooh, I got a couple of back-to-back golds. Bump that one, because otherwise he will spot us. All right, up to my new best friend, the fear. The fear's been going a bit awkwardly lately because I've recently discovered that you can kind of whiff the stun grenade and like have it go behind some trees, and then it's completely useless. Wrong way. Up one. And weapon, scar spray. Wait for the dog to fully go round. So when you're fighting the fear here, you absolutely have to make sure. Whoop, careful. Absolutely have to make sure that your stun grenade goes straight down to the floor. If you throw it in front of you, there is a chance that you'll like throw it in between the tree. And if you do that, it won't affect him. This is actually as far as I've got today. There we go. Immediately on the floor. That's going to stun him. I'm going to be fine. We are now... This is now, as of right now, the best I've done today. Cure that. This is the furthest I've got still on Foxhound Rank today. If we can get through this room, Warehouse 2, without a game over, this will be the furthest I've gotten ever still on Foxhound Rank. And I sort of perfected this room a little bit last night. So take that guard out there. We stand here. We can take... not quite far enough forwards. There is. I'll take that guard out. I'm going to take that guard out. There we go. That's it. Every single guard has been taken care of. We can jump off the side here, grab, shimmy over, drop so that we can get this spare suppressor. We can still do that trick. And yeah, there we go. This is now the furthest I have ever gotten. While still, and as you can see by the time, 1 minute 34 ahead. This was the big PB moment as well. Yes, this is now the furthest I've ever gotten while still on Foxhound rank. And from here on out, as long as I stay in the green, I won't be resetting.
The enemy's here.
to discover you can completely ignore that guard. You do not need to CQC slam him if he's far enough away. Alright, next pain point though, the end. The end can be a real pain in the butt. I've found recently that my positioning over on the right hand side needs to be a lot more accurate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going back to 8 again. Right, and that should be fine because I should have a direct line of sight. Yeah, I can see his muzzle. You're kidding? Oh, wow. Got to pull that out straight away. Should be fine. He's still stunned. Oh, I didn't think he was going to let me punch then. It was weird. I didn't get a line of dialogue from him to say, you know, there you are, or something like that. You should be good. There we go. Cool. I was a little worried. Not gonna lie, I was a little worried in the middle of all of that. Oh wait, I hope I'm still live on YouTube. Oh, fucking OBS is disconnected. I don't know where I'm still live. Because I'm not locally recording this. As if this now has completely died. Usually YouTube is like instant. I'm hoping I'm still live on YouTube. Okay, reconnected to... Yeah. I'm hoping YouTube stayed alive longer. Because I've been told from YouTubers before when they're watching and that happens that it goes down for like half a second. Because yeah, if I get Foxhound Rank and I'm not locally recording this, if I get Foxhound Rank and whatever happens, it's not enough to prove, you know, the video has too much of a break. I mean, to be honest, it's only during ladder climb. Like anyone could check the timings and see that I've not done anything. So I've got a long way to go. Yeah, we're not finished. We're not, you know, we're not even halfway through the run yet. There's still plenty of opportunity to mess this up. Very next room being the first one. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that as from what I've heard from YouTubers before, it goes down only for like half a second. And that's where I get my VODs from anyway. Alright, come on, don't mess this room up. The bloody freaking... The cigar spray didn't knock him out. Why didn't Why didn't the cigar spray knock him out? I knew the moment... And yeah, Twitch has just gone down again. Still 2 minutes. I'm still 2 minutes ahead. I need to have a look at the I need to have a look at the Twitch reconnection settings because it takes ages to try and reconnect. Like it's about a 10-second wait. I'm sure there's a setting I can change so that it doesn't take that long. But I don't know why it keeps dropping. I always go the wrong way with that menu. Still 2 minutes 3 seconds ahead, so we are definitely still continuing. And slightly different. I was a bit further back than I normally am in that one. I had to wait a little bit of time for that guard. Right, but we're through. 1 minute 55 ahead. So we keep going. Man, if this is going to end with one... If this ended with one continue, that's going to be horrible. Oh, done it again. I've taken both. I don't know if that's I don't actually know if that's a problem, taking both. Because I'm pretty sure I'll still have one of them for either. Oh, I'm a little further over than I normally would be there. We're good. We're good. That's foods, eats, ice spins, sorry. We'll get rid of the other one though, just to be on the safe side. And camouflage, uniform, fire. This just makes the Fury a heck of a lot safer. Okay, this is the best run I've done so far. Unfortunately, I have had to get Mountains 1. Had to continue. The cigar spray didn't take out the first guard. I think I started using it slightly too late. But we are on PB pace, so we're continuing. Nice. Oh, not nice. I didn't shot a little bit too late. Oh, and then he shot me straight away. Okay. But that is Fury done in one go, so that's the important bit. Don't actually need that second silencer because of the spare one we get now. Yeah, I was just a little late with one of those shots, which was unfortunate. Just make sure we get rid of that silencer. Because I know in this room here, guards will hear the silencer being depleted. CQC slam that guy. Take that guy out. Lots of smoke grenades. There. Stand here. Cough. Shoot. Go. That was close. I could have been spotted by someone outside there because Rykov didn't come quite far enough over. But I think we're good. All good. That was pretty bad. Still do the box. Still do the box side though. Oh. Or I would if I can. There we go. Back on, back over 2 minutes PB though now, because Rykov used to be another big choke point for me. There we go. Right, one thing I haven't done yet is I haven't created this new action, a new button on my Stream Deck to only mute the audio, the game audio here for a certain amount of time. So must remember to unmute the game audio at the end of this. 1, continue. It's going to be so hot. If this is it, it's going to be so horrible. Also, if I'm starting to get into a position where Twitch is going to be dropping out, I really should start manually recording again. I don't know if it's an internet thing. I don't know if like I'm running out of... It says that it's streaming to Twitch at 6,000 kilobits per second, which should be fine. I stream to YouTube at much lower bit rates because I can use AV1, which doesn't use as high, which doesn't need higher bit rates. I need to have a look at HEVC for Twitch and see if that's come in yet. Because that's the thing I really want. Because if I can do HEVC, I'll just do HEVC to all 3 streams and it'll be a lot better. Oh, excuse me, that was very rude. Because HEVC doesn't need as high a bit rate. I realize, of course, that I mute this scene and then I've been very quiet during it, just listening to it, which doesn't really help. Right, unmute.
You must have your
There we go. We're
limits,
done.
and I am a patient man.
Yeah, we did it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Oh, jeez. Did you throw up? What's that sound?
Ooh, baby, what's that sound? Who's that? 'Twas no one. Keep it all to yourselves. Kaslam. Sorry, doggy. That smoke gets in your eyes. Cool. Oh, I got a gold split in Northeast as well. Casual leg break. Oh, excuse me. That's better. That was a much better roll up to there. Bididing. Bididing. Oh, that was an interesting roll at the end there. Gold split. I just need to remember to get the cigar out like instantly. No! Ah, bum. Be careful here because I do not have the stamina to swim right now. Well, there goes. That might be the. That might be 2 minutes. That might be the 2-minute checkpoint. Gone. We'll see. Can I keep it under 2 minutes? Oh! Still 2 minutes. Yes. Just. Do you need to remember that? think I did successfully grab life meds at the very start of the run. So I'm going to check. Actually, I'm going to check this now. Camouflage, Force Cam, backpack, life medicine, carbon box B. We're not allowed to use life medicine. We're not allowed to use life medicine for Foxhound, but I have had 1 death, so I'm not on Foxhound. So right now, I'm still gonna like be going for, you know, 0 kills and all the rest of it. But right now, if there's a chance I'm gonna die at any point, then I'd rather use the life meds and get the PB than die and lose more time. I mean, if I wanted to save even more time at this point, I wouldn't go for 0 kills during the bike chase, but that's silly at this point. I need to be practicing that. But if there's a chance I'm going to die during that bike chase, then we've got the life meds to secure the time save. The other thing to do now would also be to try and beat Volgin non-lethally. But I don't know the strat. Because as has been pointed out previously, getting the Cold War armor from him is going to be the way of doing Foxhound Keratin. Ooh, SVD, please. Nice. Right, let's start. Oh, no. Let's not get the wrong...
There they are. They're over here.
That was... Taking that guard out was silly. That's a lot of time wasted that I could have been shooting the Shagahard. And stun grenades for this bit. So flashing light warning. It's gonna be a lot of these. And I'm not always that good at dealing with them. about the same amount of damage I'd usually do. I could probably do a little bit more if I'd not messed around shooting that one guard, but oh well. As you can see, the other problem is because I'm constantly swapping weapons. It does slow you down a little bit. I'm actually under 2 minutes now ahead. That's good. Take that guy out. Didn't think that would have taken that guy out. Oh, we're still going. Alright, as long as I take out this guy, which I did. All good. That's the important bit. As long as you take out that guy, we're plain sailing now. All good. Wow, I took out all four drivers, which is something I don't usually do. Something you don't want to do. Ow. Good. There we go. Right, we can take a break now. Oi, you're a bit close. Get away. Again, want to try and take these guys out just to make sure that we don't accidentally rocket any of them. That's something I haven't had yet, and I'm sure will happen at some point, where I think I've got Foxhound and it turns out I've accidentally killed someone. Yesterday, I had the absolute smoothest one of these that I've ever done. Shagahod never dropped back. Momentum stayed up the whole time. Did loads of damage. I'd like a third. There we go. It's dropping back already. I did at least a third of its health by the time this room had ended. Yeah, so I'll probably have like an extra shot or two to take during the fight. It's not too bad, but could definitely be better. This would be a pretty embarrassing moment to take a continue. If I like either missed or I took it out too early or something like that. I have done it before in runs. Ah, we're moving in the same direction now. It's a shame. That was going pretty well.
What have you done? It can't be. The treads. Damn it. Open fire. Damn.
Okay. That was not great. I lost quite a bit of time on that, but we're still a minute and a half ahead, so that's still something. It's still a good PB. Minute and a half ahead on PB. You see, I lost a little bit of time to Volgin 2 there, because it's actually it only takes 3 shots if you take him out lethally. And then we have probably the most important guard takedown in the whole of Bike Chase in this room. More stun grenades, more flashing lights.
There they are.
I should have taken out all of them. Yep.
Over there.
Hopefully that's taken out all of them. Yep. Couple of grenades in this next room, and then we have the RPG guard that we got to take care of.
It's an ambush.
They're not going anywhere.
Okay, that should be all of them. What's the modes in the gun? And then it's this dude.
Over there.
There we go. Right now we are seriously on for the only thing that's gone wrong is got him. The only thing that's gone wrong is one continue. Oh no! Don't get above me. Got him. Right, let's keep an eye out for that middle one. Oh, straight on top of me. Am I on fire? No. I thought I got him. I did. Please don't explode near me. Oh, got him. Okay, we should be good. We should be good now. We're through. We're through Lazarevo South, and that's the dangerous one. As long as we don't mess about, I was about to say, as long as we don't mess about in here, this room is not dangerous. And with a shot like that, Yeah, this is it's going. Oh, and he's down. This is very good. A bit more here. Took out most of them. There should be more coming down the hill. Got the passenger. Got him. I took all of them out. I took every single one of them out by taking out the first bikes early. That was great.
Here comes the jump. Hold on tight.
Let's put the silencer back on now. So we're ready. Nice. Foods. Noodles to Eva.
Let me have some more.
Cure Eva. 2 lots of cuts. We are now back to 1 minute 30 ahead. Can't rest up now. This room's fine. Next room is still dangerous. Next room is still very, very dangerous. Doing the little the shuffle technique. You just keep edging like this, and keeps Eva nicely behind you. She doesn't go wandering. Actually managed to go round the left side of the tree, which is nice. She often doesn't go for that tiny little gap. So that was nice. Eva to start following me. Hopefully we're good now. It really is those first couple of guards in that room that the biggest problems. Oh, what? No! Why? Oh, God damn, now I've completely screwed this room up. Let's see. Said this room can still be dangerous. There we go. Yeah, that's three. Three continues, at least. I can't believe that shot didn't take that guard out. I must have like just hit him in the back of the back instead of the back of the neck.
hear something.
There you go. Now playing it safe by taking that guy out as well, because last run, that guy, yeah, during a run yesterday, that guy stood up and spotted us. So now taking him out as well. This is still going to be a PB. This is still going to be a unfortunately now no longer over 1 minute and 30. But it should still be at least a 1 minute PB. I probably wouldn't submit this though, because it's so close to being Foxhound. And there's obviously a lot of time saves still left to get.
I'm so hungry.
I don't know if there's any time save on the boss, but right now we're looking at only being a 1 minute PB. I don't know if this boss fight went awry in my PB. Quite often does.
Brace yourself.
Nice quick reset as well. Beautiful. Really nice. Oh, wow. PB gold split on the boss. One back up to 1 minute 21. There was a massive time save for that. So yeah, 1 minute 21 PB. We have a PB. We have something to show for this run. We have a PB. This isn't a complete nothing. But 3 continues, and it was until the second to last room. It was 1. Just because I just aimed slightly too low the back of that guy's head, and then I hesitated. I leaned around when he came round to the tree. I leaned around the corner and I didn't shoot because I thought he'd stopped, and then he came and then he continued to move around. If I'd have shot there and then, would have been fine. We'd probably had nearly 2 minute time save. But I'll check during the credits what this is likely to be then. So 1 minute 21. 1 minute 21 takes me under down to 116, 115 something. So got that save boss to beat. Right, so I won't switch scenes this time either. Since I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll have to check the VOD back and see how quick, how brief the YouTube interruptions were, the disconnects, but we'll see. Yeah, 121 under that'll take me down to 116.27. 116.27 this should be. So what does that mean? That's the other thing with submitting it. If it doesn't improve my leaderboard position on speedrun.com, then I'm not going to bother. European Extreme PC. No, it doesn't. 117.48. The next above me is 115.58. So yeah, I still need a chunky time save yet. So yeah, I'm not either way. I'm not going to submit this, but when we get to the end of this, this will show Pigeon 3 continues. This has been my best ever European Extreme run. It's so close. It's so damn close. Oh man. I don't even care about getting up the leaderboard. I just want the Foxhound. Just want the Foxhound. It's crazy. There's quite a lot of runs. There's quite a lot of runs on the board that aren't Foxhound. The second place run is Chameleon and not Foxhound. I'm not actually sure what Chameleon is. I can't remember what you get for Chameleon. I wonder if Chameleon is. Actually, I'm gonna check the run and see at the end. I wonder if Chameleon is zero continues, 0 alerts, everything except humans killed. Yes. Yeah, 0 saves, 0 continues, 0 alerts, 113 humans killed. Never seriously injured 3 times, total damage 0 life bars, 0 life meds, 1 plant, no meals. Yeah. So Chameleon is Foxhound, but still killing people, which is technically faster than Foxhound. Chameleon is faster than Foxhound because killing people is faster. But it's still not world record. That run is 1 second behind world record. There is only 1 second. It's mostly bike chase. Yeah, that the world record for this category is 108.46 and second place is 108.47. So that's the other thing. Despite everything, despite all of this, I'm still 10 minutes. I'm still as of this run 8 minutes. I'm still 8 minutes behind world record. But as I'm not chasing that. I'm not chasing that at all. I want Foxhound. I really, really want Foxhound. It's so close. So close. Three continues, which really should have been avoidable. I do think that is going to finish it for today's stream. I'm not going to do another run. It's nearly 11 o'clock. I might stick around. I talked earlier about a Speedrun Tools UK fix that I'd been asked to look at. I might do that on stream, just because otherwise I'll just be sat here on my own doing it quietly. Oh, we can continue to have a bit of a chat. I'm looking on Blue Sky, and Blue Sky's just it. Like maybe one in a dozen posts aren't about GDQ. I do need to improve the scope of my Blue Sky so it's not just all speedrunning. It is a bit excessive. the sheer level of speedrunning stuff I have on Blue Sky. I do have other interests. Ba 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 ba. You can't hear it, but I can still try. Ba 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 ba. ba 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 ba. Oh, oh, da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. You can at least listen to Ocelot.
Yes,
Oh.
Rosnygrad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir,
Actually,
that they were necessary sacrifices.
one thing I haven't done whilst I've been streaming,
Yes, the CIA
I've not
has taken
looked
care of
at
the boss themselves.
the camera in Alex's room, just to have a quick look, make sure everything's all
The
right.
White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived.
Fast asleep.
Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations.
Got it by the balls.
Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands.
One day I'll not get bored of this bit of dialogue. It's one thing I really hope for Delta that we don't have to watch the credits at the end every time. Please, let's skip the credits.
Peking must be in an uproar right about now.
What I think games should do more often is the first time you complete a game, you should have to watch the credits, and then on New Game Plus, you shouldn't have to watch the credits.
Part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Groznygrad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well.
I've no qualms about, you should kind of be forced to sit and watch credits because it's important. These are the people that made the game.
Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Grant that you might find interesting.
They want the recognition, but don't make us watch it every single time.
Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government.
It is kind of a Hideo Kojima thing, so hopefully we won't see it.
Knew that I was Adam.
I mean, Hideo loved his credits. You're gonna get to see every single mission had a set of credits at the start of it for Phantom Pain.
Mr. Director.
Another hot take. They go 116.26. There it is, folks. 3 continues, 3 alert. Every text should have an outline around it. Ooh. That is a hot take. Fucking 3. Let's get that there screenshot. Fucking 3. Absolutes. Absolutely brutal. White subtitles. Yes, I agree with that. Let me reset this. We can just, all I got to do when editing the split is just go to that final split and just knock that one off. Instead of being 13 continues, it's now 3. It's so good how you get that close to Foxhound and you get called a pigeon. Oh no, you made a couple of slight mistakes. Pigeon. That's fucking 3. Absolutely brutal. 3. Next week we're doing it. Next week I'm getting it. Tuesday or Thursday, 100%. This is it. We're doing it. Foxhound. 3. And 2 of them were so dumb. They were all really dumb. They were all really dumb. So close. Right. I say just because we're just chatting and I need to save it. I do still need to save it. Yes, I'd still like to save it. Need to make sure that I'm locally recording runs if we're gonna get problems with Twitch going down. Three. Yeah, just to finish off the stream, I'm just gonna do this one bit of Speedrun Tools UK work that I need to do on stream. So because as I say, I'm gonna be doing it anyway, and it'd be cool to have some have some people watching and asking questions and stuff like that. So hippie hop on into it. I need to get everything running in the background. Shouldn't need the stream OBS to be open. Oh yeah, I got a ping on Discord. Is it? Beard. Is that Beardson live or is that Grimgate? Either way, I think we've got a stream discussion. Grim Game has gone live. We might, if he's still live. It actually only went live about 5 minutes ago, so we at least have a raid target. Right. Anyway, just waiting for NodeCG to boot up. That's a big error to say it can't connect to OBS because OBS isn't connected. And now we can actually load NodeCG. So yeah, this is now much closer to what it will actually look like on launch. This is pretty damn close. Pretty damn close to launch. Oh, let me untick that because it's connected. As you can see, this is connected to my Twitch. If you set a goal of reducing the number of continues by 1 every stream, I'll have Foxhound in 3 more streams. I'm hoping I can do it next week. To be fair, that really should have been it. Those 3 were really, really dumb. They shouldn't have happened the way they did. But anyway, yeah, this is. In fact, I am going to open. I'm going to open the stream OBS because then it sort of. I haven't done a showcase of this in a little while and actually showed off everything. But the stream OBS is now, it's all so much better and so much clearer. So here we go. So this is the stream OBS for it. And now to get the one big change that I made following Preventathon is to get a preview of the stream onto NodeCG. It's so simple. You just click Start Virtual Camera. Here, go into NodeCG, go into settings, go into this settings and click OBS Virtual Cam and done. It opens a scene, opens a Video Ninja on on my browser. And now when I go back to here, there you go. There's my. You got the sync page, current preview, current program. Sync page is always there, so no matter what you do, if I go to the OBS tab, I'll open up as well. I'll take it. Oh, I haven't actually settings connect. There we go. Actually connect to OBS. Live audio monitor looks so much nicer now. It's all in alphabetical order. The faders work. The faders match OBS's design better. The gain filters now work, which is nice. Why are you no longer? Oh, for some reason. Okay, for some reason it's no longer showing. Try that again. What's going on? Why is that not? Why is preview program not working all of a sudden? Oh, there we go. It just took a while. There we go. It's a little bit bigger on the main workspace. It's a bit smaller on here. It's fine if you it looks really small here, but of course you can zoom in and out. So you know if you want to zoom in so that you can see better, you can do. I just sort of designed everything so that 100% on the 1920. This is 100% on 1440. Oh, it disconnected from Node for a moment there. Don't know why that's. Am I on the wrong? No, I'm on the online scene collection. Why is? I'm just gonna refresh because that's not loaded. There we go. That also hasn't loaded. Why is the scene selection not loading? Huh? Everything's running really slowly. So it's probably just because I'm also streaming at the same time. So it's all being a bit slow. Oh, there we go. It's just there you go. It's reconnected, and now these are working. So now from here you have complete control over these. So yeah, we can go to opening scene. We can set the preview to be 16:9, 1p. There we go. And the sync page always stays there. I'd like to make it so that you can easily toggle the sync page on and off, but it's not so easy to do. Because for some marathons they won't need the sync page, but for a lot of marathons you'll always need it. And it's good to have there. This is now done with one rather than it being. I used to use 3 separate OBS sources and 3 separate Video Ninja streams. It's now just one. So I created a brand new scene in the Stream OBS down here called No CG View, and that's all it is. So it is the sync. It's the sync preview. Some header, the headers here, background color. So there's background color, program header, preview header, sync header, and then these 3 scenes. This one is the sync scene. It's just a nested scene of the sync scene, always the same. Program scene is nice and easy. This is a source clone, and source clone allows you to take a clone of the current scene. So this program scene is always the current program scene. Whatever this changes to, this will change to the same. Preview is a bit more difficult. It's also a source clone, but you cannot, the clone type, you can do previous scene. You can't do a clone of the preview because normally you'd never want that. Like no normal OBS scene would ever need a clone of a preview. Having the clone of the current scene is a good idea, but the clone of the preview is never really useful. So instead, this uses source. The source being whatever the current preview scene is. And then in advanced scene switcher, I have Boom. Actually, video end can die now. We don't use that anymore. That can go. That can disappear. Don't use that anymore. So yeah, instead now we have a macro for every single one of these, which basically says if the preview scene is opening, the preview scene source here is opening. Unfortunately, there's nothing that says if preview scene is X, make this value the same. You can't do that. So I just have to have one for every single one. So if the preview scene is 1x1_1p, then the preview scene source here is 1x1_p. It's annoying, it's long, but once it's set up once, that's it. It's done. It's always there. So yeah, that's really handy, and you can see that it works because I can set this to be the preview, and it's the preview. That's what it is. Let's get rid of that player warning. So yeah, this is, you're right, Omnitunes, it is now looking very, very slick. Video player is now finished. This was one that I recently did. Let's go to video from let's just say video from intermission. Yep. You can see that is a video that's being played, and then before the video ends, it goes back to intermission. It's the same. These are all the same, and you can choose the video from here. If I now go video from intermission, it'll play the same video. Oh, maybe that one doesn't work. There we go. That one works. No, for some reason that's not working. Again, I think it's because it's screwing up with certain things. Normally this looks fine. Yeah, it's just disconnected from Node. It doesn't like that I'm running two different OBSs at the same time. It's tripping over itself. But yeah, so now all you do is in the assets folder there is a videos folder. These are all the same video. It's all Johnny saying shut up in there, will ya? It's just I converted them all to different versions to see which ones work so that I know which ones you can put in. These are the different types you can put in. So yeah, you just add whatever video file you want to hear. Okay, let's add, we find a video file just to drop into here, just to show that this works straight away. Oh, come on, Nick, .mp4, that'll do. Okay, screw this. That says it's going to take like 2 minutes. So we're just going to close that and I'm going to cheat. Videos. Where was it? Come on, Nick. There we go. The original video clip that Come On Nick came from. And then I'm going to go into here, assets, videos, plonk that in there. Go. And now if I refresh this, we should see that video folder is updated. So there's now another one called Come On Nick. When it refreshes, there are loads of assets in that category. So it really doesn't like running because I'm running and streaming so much stuff at the same time. Bleh. Yeah, it's really struggling. Oh, of course you can't. Actually, it can't. It's a node CG start. Whereas you can't add an asset. You can't just add an asset into the background like that. The way I did it, because it loads all assets upon first loading. But there we go. It should now be there. Come on, there we go. Come On Nick is now in there. This probably needs resetting. Just quickly, OBS virtual cam that again. So it only takes a second to redo it. As you can see, again, it's being very, very slow. Anyway, let's not dwell too much on that then. Is it not connected? No, it's connected to. It is connected to OBS. It's just, as I say, it's just taking its sweet time because it doesn't like that I'm streaming. There we go. See, it gets there eventually. It does get there eventually. Let's go back to here. Queue up. Come on, Nick. Intermission on end. Click video from intermission. Should now play Come on, Nick. Apparently, it's not doing anything. Again, it's just because it's struggling. Yeah, the whole thing is like choking a little bit. All right, we won't worry too much about that. Anyway, let's get on with the bit. Oh, it's also failing to stop recording. Let's get on to the bit that I've been tasked to look at. Let's get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of OBS so that speeds things up a little bit again. Right. So the thing that I've been asked to look at is getting the host name to disappear if there's no host. So right now you can see on this view we've got a host Hockey Babbler, but there's no commentators, and that's because if I do this, if I go into the run, edit currently active run, is there actually a currently active run? Yes. Edit currently active run, you see there are no commentators. If I just add say Omnituins, click OK, boom, that's now updated. Omnituins as a block. And again, same thing with here, Nick and Johnny. Boom, now it's updated to be 4. So that's been a thing for a very, very long time. But what this won't do at the moment is if I remove the host block still stays there and it doesn't get rid of it. Hopefully this should be a relatively easy thing to fix, so we're going to try and fix that before we finish today. So this should be in one JavaScript file called game layout. And we just have to go down. Here we go. So this is where we set the host and the commentators. So you've got C1 name, pronouns, name, pronouns, host name, host pronouns. And what we've got here is document.getElement by ID C1 container. So that is the container that contains the first commentator. And we can see that we add hide to it if the commentator name is undefined. We don't have that with the host. So that's what we need to do. So we just need to add that here, actually. So we can copy this. We'll do it first. Element document.getElement by ID C. It should be host container. I would hope that I called it host container. Let's play it safe and actually check. Should just be called host. Yep, host ID host container. That's what we're looking for. So host container. If run.customData host name equals undefined. Oh, this is variable element 1. We need to give this a different element. Element 0. Element 0.classlist.add hide. Element 0.classlist.remove.hide. So in my CSS, for all of these, there is a class called hide. If something has the class hide, it just displays nothing. If it doesn't have hide, it doesn't display it. It displays everything. That should be the simple fix, but there's going to be a little bit more to it than that. So now that that's saved, we should be able to update that straight away. If I refresh that, there we go. I refresh that, and immediately you can see that the host has disappeared. So the host area has disappeared. Because there's no host. We can check, make sure that this works. Boom, host area has reappeared, and that should be on every single layout. Every single layout should do that. The thing that I now need to fix, because for this layout it doesn't work. Let me try this one. See, for this layout, this is fine. For the this is the 4x3 2-player layout, and in this layout, all four, the host and 3 commentators just fill the bottom here. So if there was 4, it would just be 4 across. So for each one you cut out, it just drops out another one. So that's really easy because it fills out the space correctly. But when we've got one like this, I have it set to the 4 corners. So if there's only ever 2 on display, those 2 are full. So I can show you what I mean by going back to runs, edit current run, add the host back in. So that gives us all 4. But if I drop just 1 commentator, boom, the host fills out the top and the 2 commentators are underneath. If there's only 1 commentator, so let's now get rid of Omnituance, just have Johnny as you would never use just commentator 3. You would always use you'd always go commentator 1 first. But to prove that if in an emergency it does still work, it doesn't actually work. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe it does only work. Yeah, okay, it does only work if you do it this way. So you do have to put the commentators in order. So yeah, in this case, if there's only 2, it fills it out. So the only time the host won't have the full space is if there's 3 commentators. But at the moment, that doesn't work if we don't have a host. This should. Okay, so for 1 commentator, it's fine. Maybe it's because I put them all. 2 commentators is fine. I think 3 commentators won't. Yeah, 3 commentators won't work. So this is where this bit comes in. So right now we have this host container. Actually, we've used that again here, so we can actually drop this now. In fact, actually, if we just call this host variable hosts, then we can drop this line from here and it'll continue and it'll be fine. So what we've got 3 situations here right now, which is if commentator 1, this first line is to say if all 3 commentators are in use, then host doesn't have full, element 1 doesn't have full. So this is say all four have the same amount of space. This one is to say if commentator 1 is being used but 2 and 3 aren't, then commentator 1 gets full and the host gets full. And this last one says if there's any other situation, the host gets full and commentator 1 doesn't. So now I need to add something in that says if the host isn't in use. There might be a better way of doing this. Rather than treating the host as something separate, there might be a way of doing this where you like do a loop through this instead, and actually go back to calling the host element 0 so that I can loop it like that. I don't think that will work actually. Trying to think of the best way of doing this. I suppose if the host is never in use, commentator 1 will always be full. Doesn't matter what happens. If the host isn't in use, commentator 1 will always take up the full amount of space. If there's 2 commentators, commentator 1 and 2 will take up the full amount of space. If there's 3 commentators, only commentator 1. Whatever happens, so I think what we can do here actually is we could nest this in another if. We have a set of ifs here. So let's set this of another if and say if run data.custom data yeah, let's do this. So if this does not equal undefined, then we do one of these. So in these cases we have a host. The host does not equal undefined. And then we do an else. And these are all the cases where what we do if the host is undefined. So else, the first thing we're going to do is element1 dot class lists dot adds full. That's going to happen in every single case. We already know that if there's no host, commentator 1 will always take up the full amount of space. So basically now all we need to do is ask whether commentator 3 is in use. If commentator 3 is in use, commentator 2 isn't full. If commentator 3 isn't in use, it is full. And that's it. So now we just say if run data dot custom. Let's just pull it from here. Commentator. We just need to know commentator 3. There we go. So if commentator 3 is undefined, so there isn't a commentator 3, we can say element 2 dot class lists dot add full, and then else element 2 dot class list dot remove full, and that should be it. I believe that fixes it. Let's save that and let's do some tests. So refresh this. There we go. Straight away, we've got 3 commentators. Commentator 1 has taken up the full space. Commentator 2 and 3 have taken up less space there. If we now add back in a host, I'm just going to call the host so that I know that this is working. Yep, that's fine. This shouldn't, none of this should change. Host now takes up full space. But now, commentator 1 takes up full space. Add in C2, and they both take up the same amount of space. Add in C3. Boom, done it. That was it. That was all we needed to do. Well, say that. There's one more space that the host appears, and that's on the intermission screen. Technically, I should now go and check through every single layout, but I'm pretty confident that that'll be fine. Like, none of the individual layouts have anything special. The only difference is some layouts have these 4 corner commentators. Some layouts have 4 across. Some layouts have 4 straight down. I suppose I should have a look at a 4 straight down layout. Which I want to say 3x2 is one that uses that. Yes, there you go. And there shouldn't be any difference here anyway. This is the 3x2 layout. This is for Game Boy Advance, which is pretty slick. So yep, that's all good. So yeah, the only other thing then is the intermission. Host still appears on intermission. So all I've got to do now is do something to get rid of that, which again should be very, very, very simple. Intermission has its own JavaScript because it's obviously special. So intermission JavaScript. Let's just search for the word host because there'll be something. There we go. That refreshes. All this is doing is making the current host names nothing, then changing it to the correct one, then changing the pronouns to nothing and changing them back. So we can just do a if here. If current run dot custom data host name does not equal undefined. Then we want to say I'm still going to go with the whole document dot get element by ID. I know this uses these down here uses, I think it's SQL, not SQL, uses a different type of syntax, which I can't quite get my head around sometimes. Get element by ID dot class list dot remove hide. Actually, that's a point. The host name here is not the right thing. Host name is the actual name of the person. What we want is the container for it, which is probably just called host container again. It certainly should be, and it is called host container. So host dash container does not equal undefined. Oh no, that was, whoops. That was correct. Checking to see if host name does not equal undefined. To get element by ID host container class list remove hides. And then we want an else. So if it does equal undefined, we don't need we don't need brackets here. Just do it here. Boom. Dot add hide. There we go. And now if I reset this, refresh this, that should disappear. Ah, new problem. If that disappears, this box is too big. Okay. This box becomes too big if that, let me make this bigger. So this is the game image container. So at the moment, this game image container probably has a fixed size. Where's the CSS? Where's... Oh, my CSS is here. Why have you done... That's not how I have this laid out. No. What are you doing? Oh, is it because it's too wide? No? There we go. It wasn't wide enough. There we go. I like to have it so it's like this. The CSS is on the side here. So yeah, the problem with this currently at the moment will be that this this box has a fixed size, and it is here, heights. There you go. In fact, if I remove the height, it immediately drops down to be as big as it needs to be. That should be it. So we just need to go into the CSS and remove the height. Hopefully, we will test it. So go into CSS. It was called game. Where is it? Game image container, and we just remove that height value. So assess it. Cool. So there's nothing there. That's absolutely fine. Let's get rid of that. But if we now add the host back in, does it go to the correct heights? So runs, edit currently active run, host, make RP green. It's not quite right. It's not quite big enough, which means it needs some padding around it. Game image container. It's got 5 pixels of padding at the moment. Or maybe the host box needs... the host box might need... this host container might need a margin underneath it. It hasn't got a margin at the moment. If I added a 5 pixel margin underneath it, that might fix it. Hash host container. I think that's... Yeah, I think that should be it. Margin bottom 5 pixels. I think that'll... That looks about right. That looks about right. Let's see what happens if I get rid of the host container. The only thing that it might do is it might mean that even when it's... No, that looks correct. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need to do. So now we'll just need to go into the CSS, find the host container. There it is. And just add in margin, bottom 5 pixels. Done. Because anything you change in here on the, if you don't know, by the way, if you're ever looking at websites and you want this, you just hit F12 or right click and click inspect. You can inspect anything. This is really helpful when you're doing this kind of stuff, to just make changes on the fly to see how they'll look, but it won't save it. So if I anything you change in here, it won't save. But now that I've changed the code in the background, there you go. You can see that fills out all the way. If we get rid of the host name, that disappears. Put the host name back in, it reappears and the border's correct. Boom. Done. That is another one to tick off the list. In fact, I can't remember if I might have even put it on a list. I have a list somewhere. Speedrunning Source UK. It's all my files. Stuck notes. So these are all of the things that I'm working on at the moment. Obviously, all the ones in blue, all the ones that are in yellow, I've also crossed out. Have host area hidden if no host entered. So we can change that to yellow and strike through it. Because that's now done. So yeah, have the host room also play OBS audio for text lesson 2. That's something that I'm writing into stuff. Add about popping out of element. Most of this is to do with guides now, actually. Rewrite the combined setup guide. Rewrite speed controls Oengus import to include runner deets. That is probably not going to happen. I had a look at that the other day, and the way speed control writes it is very, very complicated. So I don't think I can do it. Scoreboard for MGSR. Little sneak peek at one of the projects I'm working on. Add YouTube naming tab to schedule. That's to do with schedule in the background. Knock all audio levels down. Consider black dots to the peaks. Split schedule seats into host and tech. Make space in both for donation incentives. There you go. So at the moment, my to-do list is mostly get the guides finished. But I'm waiting on some Canadian friends who are currently using the package to come back to me with their notes on what they'd like to see changed. That's not to say that every single change they suggest I'm going to implement. I'll do my best. And certainly if there's anything where I can have options, I will do that. But if they come back with a suggestion that I don't think is a good idea, then I won't do it. Yeah, that is where the current package is at. As I said before, hopefully this is what the final product will be. It just, I just need the documentation to be up to speed, and then I need to work out a date to do the event. I want to do an event to release it, to showcase, do a showcase. I'm planning on running the whole thing myself in the background, so I will be the only commentator. Sorry, I won't be the only commentator. The runners will be allowed to bring commentators. I'll be the only host. I will be the only tech. I will be the only setup person. Everything. I will run everything because I want to show how effective this can be. That it can be done by one person. I would not recommend it being done by one person. You should never run a marathon with one person, unless you got a point to prove. But yeah, that's kind of it. Unless anyone has any questions or there's anything that they've seen on here that they want to see more of, I say it's pretty straightforward now. Most of it will come quite easily when people start using it. I might try and get rid of this blank button. Run speedrun marathon solo percent world record. Let's go. I did. I announced it in. I did my tech review thread on Blue Sky for Preventathon, and I mentioned in that thread that I was going to do it. That I was going to do this. I want to release it, do a marathon, 12 hours, all on my own. I'm the only person behind the scenes. And back on Preventathon's Discord, I immediately got Cubs, the head of tech, saying, just be careful what you're promising. Trying to run a marathon on your own is not a sensible idea. I was like, don't worry, I know. I've got experience. I know what I'm doing. I'll be taking every precaution to make sure that it's all as straightforward as possible. It's not going to be super complicated like Preventathon is. And there are some caveats to it, like there will be no races. It'll be solo runners only. You can't have anything like too overly complicated, just straight up game run. I might do races. I might allow races. I don't know yet. Only 2. I wouldn't have any more than 2 player races. But yeah, nothing like, and everyone's going to need to be, I'm going to be a bit stricter on streaming. It's like, you need to be able to stream consistently to Twitch well. If you struggle to stream 3,000 kilobits per second, then sorry, I don't want you. Because the other thing with it will be is I want every intermission to be less than 2 minutes. We're going to have a timer on the stream to show 2 minutes counting down. Which means I need to figure out what videos I use, because I don't want any of the videos to be more than 2 minutes, but I do want to be able to show the video player off. Anyway, that's it, folks. That is the stream for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. We were so close, so very, very close to Foxhound, but it'll come. It'll come soon enough. Let's have a look and see who we're going to raid. There is no point in raiding GDQ. I don't see the point. Unless I'm just not following. Let me just check, because Grim Gamer is currently live, or what did go live. Maybe I'm not following them. I'm not following the Grim Gamer. So this is Suave Beard. If anyone who knows Suave Beardson, Grim Gamer is Suave Beardson's brother. So we're gonna raid them. /raid the Grim Gamer. There we go. So yeah, thank you all very much. There won't be a stream tomorrow night. I'm not streaming 3 nights in a row, but we'll be back on Tuesday. Well, hopefully Tuesday or Thursday this week, we might actually get Foxhound Rank. It will happen. But yeah, thanks all very much for joining in. I will see you then. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy GDQ if you're watching. And yeah. Foxhound.